tap in. Tap, tap, 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 tap in.
Welcome to TT from the D podcast show. I'm your host, TT. This is Tap In Tuesday. And I am super excited, ladies and gentlemen, about my guest that's going to be joining me in just a little while. I do need to know from the people that's tuning in and listening and checking us out, if you are able to hear me. We've been having some technical difficulties, and I want to make sure that you are able to hear us. And so I'm waiting for my guest to arrive. We confirmed earlier and everything looked like it was going well. So I'm just standing by waiting for her to get in. Oh, wait a minute. I think I know what the issue is. I hope I'm wrong, but I think I know what the issue is. And I'm about to check before I say it to y'all. I got to say it. Oh my God. I think I know what the issue is. And if I am right, then it's like, oh, wow. I'm like, wow. Let's see if I'm right. No, I'm good. Okay. So they are almost at their destination where they can jump on and join us. I do want to share a little bit about the young lady. Her name is Aaliyah Clyburn. And she's amazing. Let me just show you that. Let me show you her photo. She's amazing. I'll redo this part right here, maybe a little bit, but this is her. This is our 13-year-old entrepreneur. She is the CEO and founder of AwesomeliYou, which is a period panty line that she's developed. And she also has incorporated a heating pad inside of her period panties. And I'm thinking like, what? Can y'all, I'm just like, whoa. I'm like really like, whoa, to say the least. I do. I've had the pleasure of having her on the show, like I said before, through my StreamYard. And so it is such an honor to be able to have her to join me and come on where you actually get to see her. I'm super excited. I keep saying that. I'm super excited because it's not every day you meet a young entrepreneur that's doing some amazing things, right? It's not every day we meet them. And when we do, we have to remind them how dope we know they are, how amazing they are. We have to remind them, okay? We have to remind them every day. So if you have a young lady in your life, a young man in your life, a son, a daughter, granddaughter, niece, about my niece and things, don't shoot them down. Even if it seems like, wait, you don't know who you're raising. You don't know who you're raising. Think about all the great leaders in the world prior to us being in this world and right now, currently. Think about what their parents may think of them. Like, yes, that's their daughter, that's their son, that's their children. But think about, did they ever know? Like, did they ever know that they were raising the next president, the next leader of a global multi-million-dollar business? They might not have. You never know who you're raising. You can look at your child or children every day, and you can see a different person from who we see as the world, right? Parents, grandparents who are raising their children, when you see a young person with seeds, you are the farmer. You're the first farmer in their life. You're the first farmer. I'm gonna give us some more light. My beautiful, amazing guest. I know that she'll be showing up in a few minutes, but she's amazing. And I just really want you to realize that it's not every day that you are blessed to have a young person bring a blueprint to you and say, hey, mom, hey, dad, I want to build this out. Right. So I'm going to add some light to the situation. I see my beautiful guest has arrived in the green room. She's amazing. All hail to the queen. We're going to redo this. So this is TT from the D podcast. So we can do what we like around here. So I'm going to give some light over here because I feel like I'm in darkness right now. Right. And so remember, she is educated. She's intelligent. You got questions, bring them. She's ready for you. She's a whole businesswoman, okay? She's just not 21 yet. But baby, by the time she gets 21, she's going to put some of us to shame. So let me put a hard pause that I'm going to restart this, right? Because we're going to bring my queen in the right way. And I'm going to put some light in this situation over here. I'll be back in about less than a minute. We'll do our kickoff once again. That'll give you to get your pens, your crayons, your marker, your paper. Put your smartphone on so you can record on your voice note. And if you don't have a smartphone and it can't do that, then you don't have a smartphone. Okay, so you want to make sure that you take some notes. If you have a daughter, if you have a little girl that has dreams, goals, a teenager, hell, some of y'all grown people need to be listening to this young lady tonight. You really want to tune in. You want to take these notes. I'm going to kill my camera. Get some light in the situation. I'll be back. We're going to tap in again, and I'm going to bring back my beautiful CEO. She is ready for y'all, and I hope you're ready for her.
Tap, tap, tap in. 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 Tap, tap, tap in.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all like that light? I got more light. I had to put some light on the situation. Okay, ladies. Okay, gentlemen, boys and girls, everywhere across the globe. Remember, we have listeners and viewers globally. I'm super excited that we are streaming over and I'm just rambling these off. I don't have my cheat sheet with me. So please, none of my listeners and my viewers, please don't be mad at me. Charge it to my mind and on my heart. I know we have people, of course, in the United States, Bahrain, Bangladesh, Lebanon, Ukraine, Argentina, Poland, Canada, Guam, a whole bunch oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Netherlands. There's a new one I just got to today. I forgot. But there's so many. So for all of you, I'm Mexico, Egypt. I remember we got people in Mexico, Egypt. So I just want to say thank you for being a loyal listener. Now, let me give you, I was doing a little pre-introduction about my guest as she was arriving to the show, and she is in the green room getting ready to bring her out. But I wanted to remind you, I wanted you to look at a couple of things. We'll visit some of these things when I bring her into the show, which is in a moment. But she is the youngest CEO to have made an appearance on my show as of right now for my visual show. She blessed my podcast show when I was just on Anchor.fm, right? And you might say, oh, okay, that was cool. Yeah, it was cool. And she has so much personality. I've watched other interviews she had, and at that time, I didn't have the capacity or the capability to actually be able to show you her. And so I watched her. She interviews really, really well, very mature. And the communication is just like, yeah, she has something that not only young girls can appreciate, us grown women, ladies, we can appreciate. She has something for us too. Okay, she got something for us too. And let me show you. I love this picture of her. Just all this personality. I love it. And that box, see, it's about presentation. Presentation is everything. So imagine ordering this, which I hope you do. If you have a young girl, if you have a daughter, a niece, a granddaughter, if you have a young girl that you're fond of, if you are an organizer at an organization or a company, if you work in a school district, you got to think about this. We're going to always encounter young girls that's going to enter that season. And when you love to bless a young girl with one of these gift boxes, we're going to have her talk about her packaging, because it's a fun color. We're gonna hide this, and if we can, so we're doing what we doing. We're not gonna hide it. I'm like, come on, technology. Okay, so there. Look, she got some fun colors. So if you want to be cute, you don't just gotta do the black. You don't just gotta do the little brown. She has some fun colors, right? That black now, trusty black. You can't go wrong with black. But that hunter green, I don't even know if that's the real color for. I'm gonna have her these colors because I love the little dark colors. And that mustard color, come on. I said, oh, so now you don't have the normal black, the normal beige, the boring colors. And we definitely stay away from that white. We ain't even gonna even think about that. And so I want her to break down this too. I want her to really look at this and break this down. I want you guys to sow seeds into her organization business. She is the youngest CEOs I've yet to be able to have on this show. And without any further ado, I'm gonna bring our queen to the scene. I'm getting ready to bring on, and I think she's ready for us. I see your hair flowing back there, girlfriend. I see your hair. I see your hair. So I'm gonna bring my queen on here right about now. This is our lady. Welcome, queen.
Hi, thank you so much for having me here.
Oh, honey, thank you so much. I'm loving your hair. I saw you back there when to tap in. I saw you back there. I was like, hey,
Oh, thank you.
you are amazing. I've been bragging about you like all day, even at work. I was telling my coworkers, like, you guys got to tap in. I'm like, oh my God, she's amazing. But before I get hyped and get lost, I would love for you to tell the viewers and the listeners a little bit about you, who you are, where you're from, because you're not from the D. You're from another place I love to visit. It's cold there too. But I love for you to tell the people about you and your company.
So yeah, my name is Aaliyah. I'm from New York. I'm 13 and my business is AwesomeliYou.
And when did you start this?
I started my business when I was 11.
Yes, yes, yes. And so what is it like? And this is going to be a little off the radar. What is it like being 13, owning your own business, balancing school, being an actual normal teenager? What is that like for you?
Well, it does become stressful, like, because I have a lot of meetings that I have to attend over time, so it does get stressful, but it is very fun. I do enjoy being a business owner, especially my business, AwesomeliYou. Like, but it is a lot of dedication and commitment. Like, for example, this meeting, I just came back from my activities, my sports, to be here, and I'm so grateful for that I'm here. But other things that I have to do, like meetings, anything like that, I do have to sometimes cut things that I enjoy doing to be at places that I need to be.
Wow. See, you're very mature. Even when I spoke with you when you were on my show, when it was just all through audio, it was on anchor.fm. And I remember I was telling the people before you got on, I did an opening because StreamYard does not let you start late. So I had to start at 8 o'clock. And I knew you were coming and you were getting ready, and I was ready for you to come. But I was letting them know. And my 12-year-old, I have a 12-year-old, his name is Cody. And he was like, oh, you're going to interview her? He was like, are you going to mess her name up like you did last time? I was like, what? I was like, you remember that? And he was like, she was like, no, it's Aaliyah. And he was like, you were saying something else. And he was laughing at you. I was like, really, Cody? Really, Cody? But yeah, it was so funny. I was like, I wish I could have released that blooper, but I did. But it was
It's all right.
And you were so gracious. You're like, Aaliyah. And I was like, whatever I said, you was like, he was like, no, it's Aaliyah. I was like, how did I mess that? I was like, what? So it was funny.
It's all right.
It was funny. So I do have to ask, I wanted is your mom gonna pop in like tonight? Are we gonna get to talk to your mom, or is she just gonna support from a distance? Uh-huh. Yeah. We'll tell her at some point I'd like her to jump on tonight at some point if she doesn't mind. Okay, perfect. Okay, cool beans. Okay, so where did you get the name AwesomeliYou, and why did you choose to run with that?
So it's a long story, so I'm gonna make it like a little.
We're here for it. This is your show. Go ahead.
Okay, so it all started when I got my period, right? And I was like, somebody should come up with, the product. The original product that came with AwesomeliYou was the period panty. I just wanted this to be a side hustle because I just wanted to help young girls. That's all I wanted to do, so they wouldn't have to go through what I went through. So I was like, I need to have like a catchy name, like Amazon or Always, things like that. Like it has to be something that's catchy. And then my mom was like, okay, let's think about it together. And I literally, every time that somebody asked me this, I can just see her and I on the couch talking about it with me with my iPad in my hand, writing down ideas every single time a name came to our head. We came up with like a sailing boat because like of a flow. Then we thought of just flow, and then flow is already a brand. Then we came up with like a whole bunch of different things. It was absolutely outrageous because some of them were just crazy. But you're like, awesome. Well, it should be awesome, amazing, something. And then my mom was like, you should have your name inside of it. So like when people ask you, you'll have a great story to tell. And I'll be like, okay, Lee. Yeah. So my mom was like, okay, so why don't we just use the Lee part? And then it turned into AwesomeliYou. Then we were like, that doesn't like sound like good just by itself. So AwesomeliYou yourself, AwesomeliYou. And then that's just how it came about, to be like AwesomeliYou yourself. So you can be the most amazing version of yourself with our product.
Wow. Look at you. Okay. You sure you're 13?
Yeah.
Right? Okay. That's dope. And I have to say, that's exactly how some of the most amazing things are birthed. You sit around, you toss out names and ideas, and you might not do it all in one day. It might take you days. It might take you weeks. It might take you months. It might take you a couple of years. How long did it take you guys? Do you remember?
Maybe at least 2 weeks.
Oh, okay. That wasn't long.
That wasn't that.
Okay. That wasn't bad. Okay. So you're also an author. Tell us about your book.
Oh yeah. So I have this book named So You Have Your Period. I was about to say So You Call, but So You Have Your Period. And it is a book about like for young girls to basically like when they first get their period, they don't know what to do. I know I didn't really know what to do, and it would have been nice to have another girl get to like be able to talk to you about how it is, what you have to go through, exactly everything. So that's why I just came up with the book. And when it comes to writing, I actually do write a lot in my free time because I see it as a way to express myself, whether I'm angry, sad, happy, anything that just comes to my head, I just start writing, and typing rather, and it gets frustrating when my mind is going so fast and my fingers aren't going as fast, so my mind kind of isn't keeping up. But that's what I love about writing, the enjoyment of helping other girls, like seeing girls read the book and being able to relate to it, saying that it helped because I wrote it. And that means a lot to me because like I'm no professional. I only write as a fun thing, you can say as a hobby, but I do it a little bit too much for it to be called a hobby.
Okay, I like that. Now, I know you can get your book from your website, but is your book available like on any other platforms, or can they be purchased in in a brick and mortar yet?
Yeah, so my book is actually on the Barnes and Noble's website, and anywhere most popular books websites that you see, Goodreads, whatever, it's there. So
wow, look at you.
I know.
You had me when you were like, and sometimes I have to go to meetings, and I'm like, Wow, okay, like, okay, and you're still balancing it out, and, like, you're not only this brand ambassador for young girls, you also are an author, and God allowed you to use something that a lot of us frown at, right? Nobody likes that time of the month. I'm 47. I can't stand it. I'm looking forward to the menopause season. Many years you will have a long time to go for that. But I just literally was talking to my husband not long ago, and I said, you know what? I was having one of those worst cycles that I could ever remember, right? And I was like, my God, I had my heating pad. I was like, this big old heating pad. So I'm layering there with it. I'm like, oh, I need one on my back. I need one here. I was like, you know what? They should make panties with heating pads in it. I was like, but how would you keep that safe? Like, how would you wash it? How would you? I was like, this is terrible, but it feels so good. And I happened to be going back through, and I follow you, of course, on social media. And I said, well, wait a minute. I said, no. I said, I know she don't have a period panty with a heater pad. So my husband was like, what? I said, look at this. I said, oh my, and she got the grown people size too. I was like, okay. I said, let me reach back out to her. I need her to come back on the show. But this time I need her to come like in person, virtually. And the heating pad piece. I know you had your brand without the heating pad. What made you decide to try to incorporate that? And why did you even think it would work?
So, just like you, I do have absolutely terrible cycles no matter what I do. But one cycle that I had, it was actually during the quarantine season where everybody was in lockdown. So I think I was on break and I was on my couch and I had on my heating pad and it was like plugged in and my mom was running down the stairs because she had to go and pick up a family member and she was like, we gotta go. And I was like, okay, can I bring my heating pad? And she was like, well, you have no plug, so no. And I was like, okay. So I was at the time I was like devastated that I had to part ways with it. So I was like, as I'm walking out, I'm like, somebody should come up with that, like a heating pad, but it stays and it's like on my abdomen and it doesn't go anywhere else and it doesn't go anywhere near my vagina either because that's one gross and it's gonna burn. No, it's not comfortable. It should be comfortable and it should be discreet so other girls doesn't have to like to have that embarrassment. And then my mom was like, you should come up with that. Because at the time I was thinking out loud. And I also used to, when I had a lot of free time, draw a lot. So when I was in the car, I just started sketching out what I thought it should look like. And we had a lot of ups and downs with that, a lot of trial and errors, but it finally came to be a really great thing.
And that's what I wanna unpack on things. When you started drawing it out and you figured out, okay, this is the blueprint for this. What did you use initially to start testing it out? Like before you developed the actual mechanism that would go in there that you can, because if I looked at it correctly on your website, you could put it in there and remove it. Right?
Yes.
Is that because you only need the one unit and you can transfer it to different panties? Is that right?
So with it's one panty, but with the box it comes with two panties, and you can
Okay.
order more. And we give you two panties because you can wash one and use the other. But with the underwear, it's specifically designed to have like a little patch and buttons on it on the side. So the heating pad, it's like maybe the size of your hand, and you just really just slide it right inside of the heating pad. It's really small, but it really is powerful. It works very well. And you just slide it in, and it has a little button on the side so you can press it from high, medium, and low. And if you don't want to do that, then there's like a little remote control. So if you can, dig in your bag, press the button, and then you can just go on with your day. So you can use it for any other underwear, and you don't feel like you have an extra stomach or anything. It's very discreet.
Wow. So you got a little remote?
Yeah.
You know what? I can't with you. My God. Like, you know what I love, and I love your mom's energy. I do. Um, you think it out loud. And if I think back, a lot of things I'm like, well, somebody should come up with so and so. And I'll let it go. And for me, being older now, I didn't know the beauty of hindsight. If I had a mom like yours, like my mom was supportive and pushing me to do things in an entertainment thing, all the creative things like designing things. I didn't even those things, entertainment. But I would think them out loud, and I would, it'd be like, whatever. Like before the washer and stackable dryer that you could wash and have, I thought about that. I said, you know what? People leave clothes in the washer. I was a little girl, and I said,
Mhm.
people leave clothes in the washer, and then they forget to go put them in the dryer because they don't. They go back down, and it's got to go. It's like if they just had it on top of each other, then they could just throw it from there when it's done and send a little signal. And that was when I was a little girl. When I became an adult and I saw that, I thought that could have been my invention. I thought about that
Right.
because I was lazy. I was lazy. I was the one who had to do it. I'm the oldest. So my mom was like, go down, do that. I'm like, I don't feel like going down in the basement. If I could just do. And so when you say, I thought about that, your mom said, well, why don't you do it? That's everything. And that's what I was trying to tell. I did a little live on my Facebook earlier, and I was just trying to say that I I salute mothers and fathers because we got some dope fathers too. But really, it's us moms. We really see a thing in our children, and we will birth it. We'll try to water that. But to have someone that's saying, "You're saying this, and yeah, you're a child," but that sounds interesting. You should do that. And that's a question. Like I kind of, when your mom comes on, I do want to ask her about that. But it's kind of like you think it and you do it.
Right.
And a lot of, you could have been playing with your Barbie dolls or board games or ice skating, roller skating, whatever you like to do, going out and hanging out with your friends, but you're sitting there drawing blueprints and creating these things. With that being said, trial and error, of course. What was your biggest challenge with even launching your brand?
I want to say my age, and because people would, yeah, definitely my age, because when I first started it, I was very like, here I am, take my product, give me money. That was all that I was about. I wasn't really about the whole helping kids. I just, no. So
Yeah. Yeah.
at the time, the people that would be in my comments, they're very supportive, but then you have some that are like, your mom definitely like put you on that. It was all like your mom's idea, and like kind of down crediting me, if that's a word.
You
And
made it up. If it's not, they can use it.
whatever. And um so yeah, so people would not take me as seriously as I wanted to be taken, because like I actually knew what I was talking about. It is my business. So I should know what I'm talking about, but people, they just wouldn't take me seriously, or they would just give all the credit to my mom. And don't get me wrong, she's amazing. I do give
Yeah.
her the credit that she deserves, but I also want to be credited for the things that I did and the accomplishments that I made. So
Absolutely. And I'm sure your mother loves that about you. And she can probably touch and agree, like, yes, I did birth this queen. Okay, but these are her ideas. I support her ideas and her dreams. She gonna be there to catch any of the adultism because some folks can be ignorant, and she'll be there to deal with that because you're still a child, but you're growing up and she's teaching you how to create generational wealth. That's one
right.
thing, right? You
Mhm.
by the time you become an adult and you get married and have children if you choose to, it's gonna be like, my God, you're gonna have such a legacy for your children to carry on. And hopefully they'll get that gene you have, that creativity gene, and be able to create amazing things and carry on your legacy and your name. So
Right.
yeah, I think that's dope. Now I
Mhm.
know I asked you this question in our past interview, but we have a lot of new people who didn't listen to it, didn't know about it. And I don't want anyone to be confused because I thought it was the like or your tampons when you wear your period panties. Is that correct?
I'm sorry, you lagged out for like half of what you said.
Okay, no, 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 you're fine. I saw that and I thought like, did we still go or did we not
Yeah.
go? Okay. So do you still I had a misconception, but I want to make it clear for all of our viewers and listeners. Do you with the period panties, do you still have to buy tampons and pads to wear?
Okay, so that's optional. When I go to like expos, people ask me the same thing, like, wait, I don't have to wear a pad or tampon with this. So it depends. With my new product that I have, the one with the pocket to insert a heating pad, no, you do not need to wear a pad or tampon with it. But some people would say, no, I'm not doing that. I'm more comfortable with that. Don't get me wrong, when I'm at school or when I'm out, I wear my new product. Like, I'm on my period now, I'm wearing my new product with the pad on. But when I'm at home and I just like maybe like it's my fourth or fifth day and I don't feel like it, I don't have to because it holds like 5 cups of water. Like it's a lot of water that it can hold. I probably am wrong. So you can check my website to clarify. But
Wow.
yeah, but with the regular period panty, the one that you shown that had a bunch of colors,
Yeah.
that one you do have to wear a pad because it was my original product. So, you'd have to wear a pad or tampon with that one, but for the other ones, no, you don't have to. But everybody has their own preference. I don't want to make anybody feel uncomfortable. Whatever you feel comfortable with doing, just know that you're protected.
Girl, you sound like a saleswoman, and you are, but it's just like, okay, so the ones with the heating pad built in, that's the one you don't have to wear a tampon or a pad. It's at your comfortable level that you can choose to or not. But it's the first brand that you have. You do have to wear a tampon or a pad.
Yes.
Is that correct? Very well, very well. Okay, okay. So when you wash, is there a certain way you have to wash the period panties?
So with the new period panty, you can well, it's preferred to first put it like run it under cold water until the water runs clear. But if you don't want to do that, you can just throw it in the washing machine. I personally, when I'm finished, I just run it under cold water until it runs clear. Then I throw it in the washing machine, take it out, and like literally, it's literally like washer and dryer, except don't wash the heating pad. You will be super disappointed. It'll be gone forever and you wasted your money. So
Mm,
um,
gotcha.
I'm sorry, that was hard. With the regular period panties, that's also you run it under cold water. It's the same concept with all of them except not with the heating pad ever. So yeah, that's it's just the same concept with all of them.
Okay, okay. And so with how long does the heating pad mechanism run? Is it like battery operated since it has the remote? Like how long does that last?
So the remote control lasts a really long time. It lasts a really long time, but it's battery operated,
Oh, good.
and
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
and
Okay.
oh, it's not. I'm sorry. It's wired actually. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
That's
It's
what your mom is there
wired.
for. That's what she's there for. You see
Yes.
what I'm saying? That's what she's there for.
I
She
saw
won't.
this, and I'm like battery. She's like, what? Okay. So, um, so it is wired and like with like a plug, like a phone. And so is the heating pad. The heating pad, now that I know, it has a like a little like a charger port, like that type of thing where you can just plug it in and it goes right into your outlet, just like a phone. So while you're sleeping, you do your daily charging, charge the heating pad with it, charge the remote with it, and go on with your day.
I can't take it. It is so cool.
Mhm.
I can't. I'm gonna order me a grown lady pair for me.
For
Okay,
sure.
'cause I need that in my whole life, and so yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I'm gonna get black. We're gonna start off with black because I'm not feeling. Oh, oh, let me see that.
That's the heating
Oh
pad, and that's the
man.
little plug right there. It's the charger. It comes with a charger, so you don't need to buy one. You don't need to go out of your way to buy one. It comes with the charger, and it comes with a remote control.
And how much do those run for? Is it based on your size or it doesn't matter?
No, it's all for the same price.
Okay.
How much is it? Right now they're on sale for $80, but if you want, you can separately buy just the heating pad.
And you said, now, did I understand you right? You can wear the heating pad with any panties?
If you want to, honestly, but
I
it's
think
not
I would
comfortable.
want
It's not
to.
comfortable. It's not
Yeah,
comfortable. That's
yeah,
why
I
we
didn't think
came up
so.
with our specific panties.
I was about to say I
Yeah.
wouldn't want to. I think I know because
Yeah.
your specific ones has the pouch for it, right?
Yes, no
And I
other
need that
panties.
to stay in place. I don't need it to be sliding and then getting
Yeah,
all. around in my back. I can't have no.
Yeah, too much, too
Yeah,
much.
doing too much, and that's
Mhm.
stressing me out. Okay,
Yeah.
so let me ask you about your period panty set. Do you still offer those?
The first period gift set, I do.
Tell us about the period panty gift set. How you properly say that? Because I said that all wrong. Okay, what's it's your
First period panty gift set.
first period panty gift set? Okay, so tell us about it.
Or just gift set, whatever you want. So, um, today's just a great day. I'm sorry, I'm in a great mood today. So,
I'm so glad
um,
you are.
the gift set, it comes with socks, it comes with a mirror, and it comes with um a pop socket, the panty, of course, and the lip gloss. That's it. And before, actually, when we like first started our business, we did come with this like little like gel heating pad, and you like literally just have to squeeze it and it activates. I thought that was cute, but since now that we have the actual thing, there's no need. So have the first period gift set. I always do it, no matter what gifts that you buy. I always do it because I love doing them, because it's nice, because I get to decorate them, like add different colors to it, like theme it basically. And then I also have these like little like cards that you can get, and it comes with the gift set, and you just give it to a daughter, a niece, anybody that you know, a granddaughter, somebody that you know that could use it. Definitely would be able to. Like, I think that they'd enjoy it. I would enjoy it.
I'm gonna tell you, when I was about 11 when I got my first period, and I wish there would have been something like what you created, where because my stepfather had to go buy. My mother was in the hospital having one of my siblings, and so I didn't know anything about a period. I didn't, and so I was at my aunt's house, and I remember waking up. I think I shared this story with y'all before during our last interview, and I woke up. And I looked down and I said, "Oh my God." I started screaming. So my aunt came out. She said, "What's wrong?" I said, "I've been shot. Somebody shot me." So she was like, "What?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm bleeding all over." So she's like, "No, honey, you have your woman cycle." I said, "What's that?" So she explained it. I was like, "No, I don't want it." So she said, "No, you can't get it back." So I was like, okay. So I was like, "Well, what am I supposed to do?" So she said, "You're gonna need some pads." Because my aunt's like, I'm in my menopause. I don't use pads. I don't have any. So I had to call my stepdad. I was like, "I'm gonna need you to give me some pads." And he's like, "Some what?" I was like, "Some maxi pads." He was like, "Where am I get them from?" And I said, "The store." He's like, "I gotta go in there and buy them." I was like, "Yeah." So he had to get in there. He said he was so embarrassed. And then I was embarrassed getting them from him. I'm thinking like, and then he brought me some long ones. Like, they were like this long. I was like, what am I gonna do with this diaper? So, it was like this crazy. I was like, oh my God. So imagine having one, and this is just something, ladies and gentlemen, you can just have on deck at your house, especially if you have a little girl that spends the night, whether it's your niece, your daughter, granddaughter, whatever that looks like, and they haven't entered that cycle, or they're a teenager and they don't have anything, and it's just like, hey, I have this gift set for you. Here you go. I think that's a great gift to give to every little girl. I think that every little girl should get this gift. It's a great time to get it too, ladies. So get that boy. Go on and order you one or two or three or four, however many daughters you got, or little girls you know and love on, and wrap it up and present it to them. And even if they're not ready for it, because people's cycles start at different seasons of their life, you could say, use this when this is going to be what you'll need in the future. And when that time comes, you open this box. Don't open it until then, but you open that box, it's going to have everything you need. So you have that beautiful little conversation, and it's going to geek that little girl up, because once that thing comes, she's going to be unhappy. But when she opens up that box from Awesomely You, she's going to feel beautiful and pretty about herself as she prepares to go through the seasons of dealing with minstrels until she's like older. So thank you for creating that. That's a very conscious gift, creative gift. It gives you a one-stop shop. I saw something else you had online in your store. It was something, was it a pouch or something that was discreetly where you could carry your pads and people don't know, like, oh, I got this big maxi pad.
Yes, it's called a sanitary bag, and it's a discreet sanitary bag that we have. We have them in the colors pink and white. They're really cute. I really like them, and I can carry my lip gloss in it. You know, those expensive lip glosses too. So I'm sure that they're safe. And I could carry like anything that I have, anything that I need, like pads specifically. I always carry them in my book bag, and I'm okay with it. And it's really cute, and it's great.
Okay. So let's
But you
shoot
don't need that
ahead.
anymore with my new product.
What is
You
that?
don't need that anymore with my new product.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Because it's already discreetly like discreet. You can't get any more discreeter than that. I get you. I get you. So let's shoot ahead a couple of years. You're a senior in high school and you're getting ready to graduate. What can we look forward to Aaliyah doing when she goes to college?
Studying business. Definitely studying business, and I also am going to pursue acting. I did acting before COVID, and I do really want to get back into that, but I'm sure I'll be back into that before the end of high school. And um if not already, I want to make it a law where every female has a day off, whether it's at work or at school, if they have their period. Like if you're on day 1 and day 2 of your period, you don't have to go to school or have to go to work, and it won't be marked on, like, it won't be marked on your record, it won't be marked on your report card or anything that it would be marked on. It's not going to be counted as, because it's a medical reason.
Oh, girl, when you get ready to do that, when you trying to do that,
I'm working on the petition now.
let me know however I can help. However I can help with that. Support that, bring attention to that. I know a lot of different people in different places, and so I would love when you guys are ready, and I would love to help you guys as much as I can with that because yeah. It's been times you be on your knees and you're like, I gotta go to work, and then you become a dragon because you're like, well, I gotta go to school, and you in school, you ain't trying to hear your teacher. You sitting there like, oh my God, I can't take it. And then they're talking and trying to lecture you, and you're looking like, I don't care what you're talking about. I don't care what you're talking about. So I think that would be an awesome, look at that. Awesome. See, that's gonna be an awesome law. AwesomeliYou law. Look at that. Oh my God. I like it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. So tell us one thing about you that would shock us.
I sing a little. I don't sing a little. I lied. That was a joke.
I was about
Um,
to say, yeah, no, you don't
nah,
really, no,
nah.
no.
I mean, um, I actually I like to when I draw, I like to design clothes. Like, Ava, you're in my light. Sorry. Um, I like to design, like when I'm drawing, I love to design clothes, and I play the piano,
Oh.
and and my mom said I'm lazy, but we're gonna ignore that.
Yeah, I
And
can believe that. When do you have time to be lazy? Because you're always doing
exactly,
something.
when do I have time to be lazy?
Hi there, this is her mom.
No.
Hi, how are you? Don't be leaving the camera. You might come. Okay, mom. First of all, thank you. Thank you for carving time out of Aaliyah's schedule and your schedule. Because I know you're her manager, right? You're her overseer to make sure that she jumps on this and helps educate not only young ladies, but adults. So thank you for that.
It's okay. You're welcome. Sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine. So, mom, let me ask you a question before I jump back with Aaliyah. So, Aaliyah, I'm gonna need you to share that camera a little bit more with your mom. There we go, Queen. Okay, it's about you for a minute. Okay, so listen, mom to mom, what is it like being the mother of such a young entrepreneur?
Stressful. Stressful. Okay?
It's stressful.
Very, very stressful.
Stressful.
Um,
Okay,
can you hear me?
I can. Yes.
Oh, okay. I thought I was holding on to the mic.
No, you're good.
Um, yeah, it's not easy. It's really not. Aaliyah and I fight a lot.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we have a lot of conversations. Um, but you know, she understands the reason why she has to do certain things.
Mm-hmm.
So we compromise. I try to compromise.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, but yeah, for most part, she's good. She does what she has to do. You know, she's very attentive. She's present. And of course, there are times she just want to be a teenager, just scroll, you know, typical stuff. So, but it's not a walk in the park. We have our ups and downs, our days, but more good than bad.
Okay. And I appreciate your transparency because it's it's our truth. We live when you live comfortably in your truth. I want people to understand that. Like there are other mothers that have young entrepreneurs. They don't know how to deal with them, or they think like it's gonna you put out this, oh, everything is great. It's no, it's not. You're gonna have your days that aren't so good. You're gonna have your days that are like amazing.
Right.
And what you said, I loved you said is that she's present. And I also love that you said you guys compromise or you try to compromise with her. So I can
Mhm.
appreciate that and respect that from a parental's point of view, but also a businesswoman point of view. Because you, even though she's the young entrepreneur, you're a businesswoman too, because you're like the overseer. So if she's the founder and you're like, this is her brand, her business, you're still here to make sure no one takes advantage of her. Because there's a
Mhm.
plenty of people out here that I'm sure that would try to.
Right. Yes.
So
Yep.
I had to kidnap you for a minute. I had to pull you in here. You know, you've been amazing with the communication with us. I'm in Detroit. You're in New York, and when I come out there, because I'm supposed to come out there in the spring, summer to interview a dance company out there. I met some amazing people here at a competition, and they own a studio out there. And I want to go in and interview them and sit in. And I can't remember the part they're in, but I'll definitely look y'all up and maybe I can meet y'all in person. We can have lunch. That would be amazing.
Definitely. Yeah.
Definitely. All right. So let me get back to this young queen because I'm not gonna hold you up. I know it's school night. Okay. And so what is a piece of advice, Aaliyah, that you would like to give to a young entrepreneur?
You still here? You glitched again.
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay. So what
Okay.
piece of advice would you like to offer to the young entrepreneur that's listening to you that has a goal or have a dream or a vision of something they want to create, but they may be afraid or they don't think like it might work?
Um, it is definitely you have to be confident with your product. That's the main goal is to be because you can't have a product say, I think that this product is great, but then not want to do anything, not want to go anywhere, not want to do any like you can't be shy when it comes to having a business. You have to be outgoing. You have to be okay with being uncomfortable.
Mhm.
And there are ups and downs, but in the end at the end of the day, as long as you're happy, that's what matters. Like when I make sure that every single day when I'm praying and I'm laying down, I'm like, did I have a good day today? I did have a good day today, and if I didn't, this is why. How can I fix it? Things like this is what I try to apply in my everyday activities, and definitely that they should too.
Awesome. Awesome, 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 awesome. I think that your mom is doing an amazing job with you. I want you to always love on your mother. And as you pray throughout your day, however you do, always ask God to protect her and guide her because she's guiding you and leading you as well. Um, I'm very excited for your future. I love what you're doing. I love your spirit, your personality, your creativity. I will continue to share when I see you post some things. If you guys ever have something that you want, hey TT, do you mind sharing this? No, I will never mind sharing it. I will always share anything you guys want to send me to share. It'll be my honor and my pleasure. But I want a focus. I want to, and I don't think I got to worry about this. I'm gonna say it anyway because you're a young lady. These boys, mm. So they are distractions. Okay, they distractions, and they ain't going nowhere. Okay, they're not going nowhere. You have a good head on your shoulders, and even your peers. I know you do a whole lot. There's another young lady. Is she out in New York? Let me think. No, I think this other young lady is in Chicago. I would love in my next season in 2023 next year for season 3. I'm gonna reach back out to her. Can't remember the name of her brand offhand. I see it in my head, but she's young like you. I would love to have you both on the show on a panel and talk about what y'all do. Um, she's not doing anything like you're doing, but she's I think into like skin develop stuff for people with our melatonin, like our pigmentation and things like that. And she's amazing too. And so I think that I could see that being dope, having you guys on and if you together. Huh?
I said I'd love to meet her.
Yeah. She's so sweet. And I believe she's in Chicago. I thought she was in New York like you, but I think she's in Chicago. And so I just want you to stay focused, watching you since I met you through interviewing you, your humbleness and humility and your purpose. Like God is gonna continue to pour in you because he knows he can use you. And he's going to continue to strengthen and give your mother all the tools she needs to make sure that you do exactly what God fashioned you to do. So, with that being said, I just want to tell you continue to do what you do, stay blessed, keep your head in them books because we're looking forward to you. Keep me updated with that law you're working on. I'm so for that, and I'm sure I ain't the only one. And I'm sure.
I don't even know where to start.
Huh? What was that?
I said I didn't even know where to start.
You know what? You strike me as a person that'll figure it out. Because if you laying on the couch in cramps, like, oh, somebody needs to develop, and then you developed it. If you running out the door and you're like, I need this, somebody should create, and your mama like, you do it. Okay, so now you said somebody needs to create this law. Okay, Aaliyah, you do it. Okay, so I'm on your mom team. You do it. We'll support you. You do it. You write it. Write the vision. Let us help you make it plain. Okay.
Okay.
Right. Well, you have a wonderful night. Your
Thank
mom's still there.
you.
Queen, thank you so much. I
You're welcome.
appreciate you. I'm gonna stay in touch. And
Thank you.
I was telling Aaliyah, if you guys have stuff when she gets ready to drop some things, or you got some commercials, whatever that looks like, please just shoot me or DM me, send it. I'm gonna share it. I definitely will share it.
Okay,
All right.
thank you for having her.
Thank you.
It's my pleasure. You have a wonderful night, and y'all stay safe and warm because y'all cold out there too. It's freezing here. I know it's cold out there.
And they still be having us outside for recess.
Oh, be a child again. No, thank you. Yeah, I remember them days.
Begging my teacher.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You'll be okay though. You'll be okay.
It's okay.
Well, you guys have a wonderful night, and I'll see you soon.
Okay, bye. Sorry, we can't see you.
Okay, I'm sorry. I see you, but you're frozen.
Oh. Okay, bye.
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 Oh my gosh, she's such a sweetheart, y'all. I think that kind of fun interview. And I need you guys to check out page. I need you guys to also go over, and I need you to support her brand. I need you to support her business. Go to her website, check out her website, www.AwesomeliYou. That spells awesomely you. As you can see, she's an awesome young lady, a beautiful spirited person, and she's being raised by an amazing mother. If you haven't learned anything and been inspired by this interview today, I'm not sure what you were paying attention to. It's very, and I'm getting chills saying this. It's very rare that we get to see and meet young people that's doing amazing things like creating legacies, right? Being taught how to create generational wealth as a child, to carry on, to create an imprint upon other kids. And I love the transparency of her mother But I also love the transparency of Aaliyah, because she said in the beginning, I wasn't about the kids. I wasn't about the girls. I'm like, oh, give me my money. Take the product. Give me my money. I get it. She's learned at such a young age, and this is why she's going to be amazing and powerful. Not to chase the dollar, but to understand what she's doing. Now she's not chasing it. It's coming to her. And that's what we as adults can learn too. Whatever it is we're trying to do, you don't got to chase it. If it's divine order and it's meant for you to be the trendsetter, the ambassador, the creator, the designer, the overseer, you will get the necessary tools. You got to believe in yourself. That young queen spoke things into existence. I don't know if y'all was paying attention to that. She would speak it into existence. She would think it out loud. And she had an encouraging mother. Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. Oh, thank you, Father. She has like an encouraging mother that said, well, why don't you do it? That takes a lot, right? That takes a lot. So on that note, I got chills. I'm excited about that interview I just had with that young lady. Amazing. If I'm going to take that interview and I'm going to put it out on anchor.fm tomorrow for my Wind Down Wednesday. Hopefully I can get the audio for that. And then I'm going to also use another photo and do some new graphics. So if you didn't get a chance to hear the full show, the beautiful thing about podcasting, whether it's live stream or if it's pre-recorded, is that you can always go back. So you could go at the top of the hour. We started at the hard 8, right? Because you know how StreamYard is. You cannot start late over here. And so we started at 8. I did go back and restart it because I can do that. It's TT from the D. Right? Her seed, as well as the water to water the seeds that's being planted. That's an amazing young lady. Her name is Aaliyah Clyburn. And you definitely want to follow her on her social media handles. AwesomeliYou over on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Make sure you follow her, support her brand. Order a gift set, okay? Have one on deck. You got a little girl, you have a niece, a granddaughter. If you are fond of some educator. I got blacked out over there on YouTube and we were buffering, and that's okay. I was saying, if you own an organization, if you run a church, if you, whatever you have where you have little girls, teenagers that come around, you know they're going to have their period, okay? If they haven't entered that season, they will. Wouldn't it be amazing to be able to have your first period box, to be able to say, no worries, sweetheart, I have a gift for you, and then talk with them about it. That's that opportunity for us as women to sit down and have that conversation about that time in a month, and then being able to give them a box that has all these necessary tools in there that's going to help them get through that season and learn how to handle and take care of themselves as young ladies. So with that being said, I just want to say thank you for tuning in and joining me and my amazing 13-year-old CEO, founder of AwesomeliYou, Aaliyah Clyburn. She was on tonight. If you missed it, go back, check out the show. It'll be uploaded very shortly. And then also tomorrow for Wind Down Wednesday, I'm going to share the show over there. I want you to follow her on all social media outlets. Go to AwesomeliYou. Not only check out my interview with her, but check out all the other ones she's done. She's amazing, and I can't wait to see what she does next. We're going to close out this show tonight with one of Evrod Cassidy's songs from The Life of James, his recent project he just launched on November 5th before he left to go to Chicago, and it's called Underappreciated. And I'll see you guys soon.
I'm feeling underappreciated. I'm feeling underappreciated. You steady using my whole name for clout. I'm feeling underappreciated. Need you to understand how pissed off I really am. How dare you talk to me like that? I'm a grown-ass man. I work hard just like everyone else. Yet I stay humble, if I do say so myself. Yeah, I'm snitching on them. This song sneak dissing on them. You're no straight pissing on them. Cause I'm tired. Time they step into the ring, I've done the same thing. I'll be fired. I'm feeling underappreciated. I'm feeling underappreciated. You think I ain't got nothing to be mad about? But you be steady using my whole name for clout. I'm feeling underappreciated. Such a double standard, the things they do. Running around and bossing everybody around cause of you. Mind your manners, please, before I get an attitude. And at that point, who gon' check me? Yeah, I'm snitching on them. This song sneak dissing on them. You're no straight pissing on them. Cause I'm tired. Time they step into the ring. Cause if I've done the same thing, what you think? I'll be fired. Giving them the flowers. Time I got mine too. Walk around nose in the air. All because of you. I can't take it no more. So I gotta let you know. I deserve my respect. Baby, cut my check. Saying it again, in case you wasn't listening. Deserve some respect. Baby, cut my check. I ain't finished yet. Listen to what the song says.